So, ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker for tonight is Dr. Pravin Gedam sir, IAS, Divisional Commissioner Nashik. Zordar Taliyan sir ke liye, and sir will introduce him.
So just tell you the flow of the event. Ayushji Prasad covered very well what's upcoming in Nashik, how the city is growing, what are the challenges, very well articulated. And thank you, sir, for the same. And now what we have is Dr. Pravin Gedam, then followed by Sanjay ji Godawat, and then we have, of course, Hemant ji Wagankar. So Pravin ji, initially will request him to, once I introduce, I will ask him to cover a few points on innovation and things outside the Kumbh, क्योंकि आयुष जी ने कुंभ का cover कर लिया. So I think you probably all know Dr. Pravin Gedam. He does not need a lot of introduction. But Dr. Pravin Gedam is a senior IAS officer known for his contribution to digital governance, public service transformation, and large-scale health tech implementation. As additional CEO of the National Health Authority, he played a very key role in Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. पूरी इंडिया में जो आजकल हेल्थ केयर की पॉलिसी middle class or lower middle class and upper class they all use, Dr. Pravin Gedam played an very instrumental role in bringing up that policy and implementing that policy under the PMO's guidance, and that was a significant contribution. For that, give him a big round of applause. And he was instrumental, and he was Nashik NMC Commissioner in the last Kumbh. And that's why he was brought back again, this time on a public demand, as the head of the Kumbh team, which is bigger. Just Ayushji sir ne bataya abhi, this Kumbh is going to transform the Nashik in a very big way. Prayagraj was very successful, and this is going to be incredibly successful. Now, you all know, he is a real doctor in the sense he has got MBBS, then he did the IAS, and if that wasn't enough, he went to Harvard and got another degree from Harvard, that too the full scholarship. I don't know where it's going to end, but that's incredible. So let's have his opening remarks, and sir, I would like you to cover a little bit of innovation and also things outside Kumbh on innovation front, on the government front, and we take it from there. Can we have 2 microphones, please?
So, all the attending dignitaries, innovators, investors, industry people, and my dear friends. It's been phenomenal 16 uninterrupted years for Nashik Entrepreneurs Forum. And I really commend Mr. Sanjay Lodha and Mr. Ajay Bohra for this phenomenal initiative that they have been taking over the last 16 years and bringing investors and innovators together, creating jobs. So, hearty congratulations to both of them. He spoke about Steve Jobs. I am from actually government job, so me and Ayush, we went through a rigor of a competitive exam to enter government job. But I speak from the bottom of my heart that rather than seeking government job, try to be Steve Jobs and create jobs. And you know, the history of humanity, if you see how various regions have progressed, it correlates very closely with the way entrepreneurship has flourished in that particular area. So you have areas with good natural resources but relatively poor, and you have areas which are like short of natural resources, rich on entrepreneurship, but they are actually thriving. So I think this is the way forward for India as we go ahead. I tell it very candidly and honestly. I wrote exam to enter the government job around 24 years ago. if I was to do the same, if I am the college pass out today, probably I will be more inspired by people who are creating unicorns rather than somebody who is sitting in a government chamber. And I hope this gathering leads to creation of many such people. He spoke about, so I really don't know what to guide you people, because we had some illustrious people from industry who spoke about how they created their own. I mean, they know how they are the real examples of how they created an empire. When I think about purchasing anything, my younger son is a football fan. I think of purchasing maybe football or football jersey, and we have people who think about purchasing football clubs. So I really hope you all become as rich and as bold to think about football clubs. I have been interacting with some of you people in the before the start of this event. I met somebody who is creating bags, somebody who is creating rockets, suborbital rockets. I mean, I was like very pleased to see that it is happening in very much in the Nashik. And then I saw a lady dentist who created a very unique kind of toothbrush. I don't know if you had that. Very unique design. Looks simple, but it's really very innovative. Somebody who is talking about battery recycling. So I see a lot of things happening in this soil of Nashik. Kind of, what should I say, a kumbha of innovation that is happening in Nashik before the actual kumbha happens. So. So talking about example from my personal life, he spoke about Ayushman Bharat, right? It was launched in 2018, and before the launch, the pressing factor which brought this policy was something known as out-of-pocket expenditure in health. So what happens when you take any health service, you go for a doctor, you go to hospitalization, you spend something, government spends something, you pay some insurance premium, and insurance company spend something. So there is this parameter called out-of-pocket expenditure, where actual patient or patient's family, what percentage of that expenditure comes from their pocket and not from government hospital or some government funded. And it's a shocking figure of 65%, almost 2/3 of expenditure in India in 2018 was out of pocket, which led government to bring this policy. And I was a part of a team, a very good team, under the aegis of Government of India, which led to launching and scaling up of this great program. So there were, I think, few key lessons which I learned on the way, probably are interested, are relevant in the government setup also. We had to enroll as many hospitals as possible under this network. So, that's a big task. You have to enroll literally thousands and thousands of hospitals in such a short period of time. Then how do you select hospitals? What criteria? How to bring about objectivity? Then how do you decide? How do you pay the hospital? Because it's very easy. I clear a few bills of medical reimbursement of employees in my office. It's very easy. It comes once in 15 days. I see, oh, this is the treatment. This is looks like a reasonable bill, and I clear. But imagine it happening on scale, unprecedented scale, every day, like thousands, tens of thousands of bills. So how do you create SOPs for that? So there were lots of learnings. For example, we identified around 2,000 most common treatments, and then went drilling down into the economics of a mid-sized hospital, how much medicines they purchase, how much salaries they give, all 33,000 row Excel sheet literally. And then we came out with some figures, then we decided, built an IT platform, and then finally we could enroll in a matter of, say, couple of years, 25,000 hospitals. We could fix rates for 2,000, I know they're not at par with market, but 2,000 procedures. And within 2 years, we could cross almost 3.6 crore patients. And I checked today on my way here, the figure has now crossed 10 crore people. So I think there is something here. Maybe the lesson can be do your POC as soon as possible. Ayush mentioned about it, small POC, standardize and scale up fast. So start small and scale up fast can be the one lesson for business, maybe from the government side. And then there was a good offshoot because COVID happened immediately after that. And then it was this, we realized that we can do as good on Zoom as we do in-person meetings. So the Digital Health Mission was launched, kind of offshoot from the same organization, the same team. Uh, I give full credit to my team. It's very important to have build a good team and have good peers like Ayush, who himself is brilliant but also knows how to keep boss in the good humor. So that may be the other lesson that we may have. He requested me to speak about education. I have some very strong views about education. I went for education because of a few things. I wanted to learn more. It's important. I think I fully agree with, Elon Musk is a big man. I mean, we are nowhere close to him. But I fully agree with his views that skills matter and skills which make you flourish matter most. So rather than the degree, it is a knowledge, skills, experience that you should be looking for whenever you look for any education. Yes, I went to Harvard, but I could get that flexibility of designing my own course, which I could then come back and use in the field. So so that flexibility is there in the foreign universities, and that kind of flexibility that we get in the US education ecosystem was one of the driving factors because of which I could prompted me to study more, work hard. I even worked there on the campus to kind of match the expenses. So yes, skills are going to be very, very important, more important than degrees. So that is another thing which all of you must keep in mind. And this is the time for India's growth story. And you people, like innovators and investors, are going to write that story. So I wish all of you all the best. So let there be thousands of Vaticans and Kashis of innovations in India, and let Nashik be the leading light among them. With all the best wishes, I conclude my small speech and congratulate once again NEF for the phenomenal work that you people are doing. Wish you all the best. Thanks.
Thank you. I think I'm going to have some rapid fire questions, 3 questions for you, sir. So you can just do it standing. You can take the mic and we can stand here. 3 questions. I think a lot of people have the curiosity, and so these are quick questions, quick answers. The first question is, how did your medical background, being a doctor, help you implementing the various policies when you came into the administration?
Yeah, I think I spoke about my experience in the healthcare, right? So that's a very direct application, but I think you should see the broader picture. When you do take any education, be it in engineering or humanities or medicine, you learn something which is very, very core, which you don't realize. So one thing which I feel is very important in medical is decision making. So you have to arrive at a correct diagnosis. And to arrive at a correct diagnosis, you have to get a holistic picture. So you ask very pointed questions, understand what is happening to his eyes, his brain, his heart, his lungs, his stomach, and then analyze and then take decision. And so that logical thought process is something I think, and then also other factor which helps is deciding quickly, like you are in an emergency, right? You are having a patient who is gasping or who is bleeding, and then you have to take quick decisions, but with a cool head. So these are the qualities which everybody should aspire to get in the field of their relevance. When you talk about engineering, they naturally become very, very logical. So all those things which are indirectly imbibed in the university are very relevant, and that's, I think, one more angle to the education that you should look for.
Very, very well said, and great learning there. Second question is, you organize some mega events on a national level. I would not name those events, but I think people know what those events were, including with the PM office. Three key learnings from organizing such a mega event to be successful and safe.
I think mega events, obviously, before coming to Nashik for last Kumbh and this Kumbh we are having. Before that, I also organized two Waris in Pandharpur, 3 Navratris in Turzapur, and also a few events of the Prime Minister in Delhi and elsewhere. So I think the devil lies in the detail. So when you talk about any event, you have to break it down and then go on detailing, not only like micro planning, but I would say something like nano planning you have to do. So that's a very important thing. Second is have a proper team, and all the stakeholders should actually get involved. So that everybody knows what he has to do and what he has not to do. And then there should not be overlap, and then there should not be any vacuum in that all organizational framework. So identifying the to-do list, allocate that to-do list to your team in such a way that everything goes, and then to have all the stakeholders on board, and then execute it within the time. I think this you can also relate a little bit with big businesses.
Okay, and I just need a number. How many people in India currently using the Ayushman health policy that you were able to come up with?
I think the number of people enrolled right now is almost, there is core Ayushman Bharat scheme in which number of people are 55 crore, but states have increased that number in various states.
Big round of applause. 55 crores.
Is the one directly funded by Government of India, and some states like Maharashtra have expanded that coverage, so that figure is almost 75 crore.
Wow, see, that's the difference people can make. Now, एक थोड़ा funny question आयुष जी आपके लिए भी और प्रवीण जी के लिए भी. आप इतना सारा काम करते हो डे एंड नाइट. सर के पास 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, पर मैं कभी कभी देखता हूँ रात को आते मिलते हैं और पुणे जाना है, बम्बई जाना और गाड़ी के पीछे सो जाते हैं रात भर. What system is this? Doesn't government make better facilities for you to do all this? Just a question. हम तो नहीं कर सकते. I know it's a system, it's a thing, but what is your honest feedback? I would like to ask you both.
He is coming from a family of bureaucrats, so he has.
कुछ तो बोलो आयुष जी. Say something. No, we all are paying taxes. No, I think things have to improve when we see these officers working so hard. For us, even we do the jobs, we have the flights, we have the connectivity, so on, and comfort. And when we see somebody like you who is changing and transforming the nation, all in good sense, Ayush ji, aap aaye itne public demand pe Nashik mein, and Pravin ji, who has already been here. So we really salute that work that you guys do. And on that token, give them a big round of applause. And sir, thank you very much. And for facilitation, I think she's going to count the names, and then we move on. And then, of course, then we have Sanjay ji, Godawat. सर एक विचारायचं होतं बोलण्याच्या अगोदर. आमचे संजय जी आले सांगली सोलापूरवरनं जयसिंगपूर. तुमच्या काय सोलापूरची एखादी आठवण आहे तुम्हाला सांगायची असेल तर? कोल्हापूर. अरे पण काय बोलला, एखादी स्टोरी आहे तिकडची?
सोलापूरच्या खूप स्टोरी. सोलापूरला मी याच्या नाशिकला मागचे म्हणजे ते 12, 13, 14 मध्ये मी तिथे कलेक्टर होतो.
अच्छा.
आणि तिथे पण माझे म्हणजे तो वेळ होता 2013चा दुष्काळ होता, आणि खूपच भयंकर दुष्काळ होता. पाऊस नव्हता. पूर्ण सोलापूर जिल्ह्याला पाणी एका धरणावरून जातं. तर मला आठवते की आमच्या एक जॉबमध्ये मॅनेजमेंट लेसन्स खूप शिकायला मिळतात. मला वाटतं जे प्रॅक्टिकल असतात त्याच्यामुळे ते पूर्ण त्याचं व्हॉट शुड आय से की एक काइंड ऑफ प्रेडिक्टिव्ह फोरकास्टिंग ऑफ हाऊ द वॉटर लेवल्स विल गो as the summer progresses, and how do I manage the water supply for various there are around like more than 1,000 villages. How to do that? And then we use that opportunity, the adversity, the आपदा में अवसर ज्याला म्हणतात, to create a mass movement for water and soil conservation, and I don't remember, count of 1.5 crore cubic meter of soil we could excavate through public participation. So again, I go back to the same thing. You take people along, create a kind of movement which not only solves the temporary problem but also ensures that the problem will not recur.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to felicitate, sir. I request Dr. Kakatkar, sir, please join us on dais, Mr. Vishal Shelar, sir, and Dr. Chafekar, sir. I request all these dignitaries, please join us on dais. Dr. Kakatkar, Mr. Vishal Shelar, sir, Dr. Chafekar, sir. A very humble request to all these dignitaries to please join us on dais. I request Sanjay Godawat, sir, please join us on dais. Come on, Talia, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Pravin Gedam, sir, and all the dignitaries. Everyone, please have a seat. Chaliye, taaliyan, everyone.